So let us discuss this question here. A cylinder of height 20 centimeter is completely filled with water. The velocity of efflux of water through a small hole on the side of the cylinder near the bottom is. This is on the basis of Torricelli's theorem. This is on the basis of Torricelli's theorem. So what is Torricelli's theorem gives us here? What is Torricelli's theorem gives us here? Now let us take in a container up to height h, a fluid is standing. Up to height h, fluid is standing, and the bottom is small. That means any orifice is there here from the free surface at h height h. Now the speed of the efflux, that is v is equals to root over 2gh. Now let us take, and this is the small a, this is a capital A. Here the A is very much greater than small a. Do you remember that? So this is the speed of efflux. Exactly the same concept. Once look at the question, a cylinder of height 20 meter, a cylinder of height 20 meter is filled with water up to that. Now, this is up to the 20 meter. Now the small hole at the bottom, this is the small hole at the bottom. This is an orifice here. Now what is the speed of the efflux from this? Exactly, he was here, he was not mentioning the areas. Let us take in this A is very much greater than small a, that is A is the area of the open, small a is the area of the orifice. Now when this is V is equal to root over 2 into G into 20. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
So actually was not given the G also. Now let us take in that. So G is assumed to be 10 here. As per the options, we will go to that. G is assumed to be a 10. Now that is V is equal to 2 into 10 into 20. Now this should be equals to 20 into 20 under root. Now the answer is 20 meters per second. Now this is your answer. So which one is the right option? Option B is the correct answer. Okay, dear. A water is flowing continuously from a tap having internal diameter 8 into 10 power minus 3 meter. The water velocity as it leaves the tap is 0.4 meters per second. The diameter of the water stream at a distance 2 into 10 power minus 1 meter below the tap is close to. This is a very good question. Once you observe that, while you open the tap at your house, open the tap here. Now once observe this is, now the water is coming from this tap. Now you observe that while coming to the downward direction, while coming to the down, that water's cross section will be gradually decreases. Do you observe that? Now this is the tap here. Now the question is, what is the diameter at this point? Here the diameter exactly the tap exactly equal to the diameter of the tap. Now this height is 2 into 10 power minus 1 meter. Now this diameter is 8 into 10 power minus 3 meter. This diameter is D1. The question is, what is the diameter at the bottom this point? Now this is the height h.
Bernoulli's theorem what is
Endi?
Bernoulli's theorem.
The diameter of the water stream at a distance. Here the speed is given as v1 is equals to 0.4 meters per second. Now you can use the Bernoulli's principle. Now use the Bernoulli's equation. So what the Bernoulli's equation gives us? The pressure at P1 plus and the pressure energy per unit volume plus potential energy per unit volume plus kinetic energy per unit volume remains constant. P2 plus rho GH2 plus half rho V2 square. Now this is the pressure, this is the first one, this is the second one. Now this is rho GH1 here. Now I took this as a reference point. So then H2 equals to 0. Now this is becomes now this becomes H1, and we don't know the V2. We know the V1 here. Now this is D1 in the sense we know that P1, but they are assumed both are open to the atmosphere. So I am writing the values here. P1 is equal to atmospheric pressure. This below just before here also open to the atmosphere, and the P2 also P0. This is also open to the atmosphere, and the H1 is equals to 0.2 meter, and H2 equals to 0. This is taken as a reference here. So V1 is equals to 0.4 meters per second. As per this our question, we want to find that what the diameter here. We want to know the diameter. We should know about the V2 here. So once we know the V2, by using the steady flow concept, equation of continuity, in the case of a steady flow, by using the equation of continuity, A1 V1 equals to A2 V2. Now use the relation A1 is nothing but diameter. You are very clear. A is equals to pi r square. Cross section is a circle. Now that is a pi d square by 4. Now this is a d1 square V1 equals to d2 square V2. So if by using this relation, we can solve this. Now this is equation 1. Let us take on this is equation 2. Now I move the concept, I move the numerical by using the equation 1 here. So just look at here. By equation 1, I substituted here P1 is equal to P0 plus, let us take the density of water is rho. Later we will substitute the values. G is, he actually was not given G also. Now this H1. H1 is nothing but 0.2 meter plus half rho V1 square is equal to 0.4 whole square. Now that should be equals to P2 also pressure P0 plus rho G into 0, because H2 this is taken as a reference point, plus half rho V2 square. So once look at this. So P0 to cancel, and the rho is in either sides also cancel. So now that relation becomes, rho G into 0.2 plus 1 by 2 into rho into 0.16 equals to 1 by 2 into rho into V2 square. Rho also cancel on either sides. So multiply with the 2. So this becomes 0.4 G plus 0.16 equals to V2 square. So actually he was not given the G value. Let us take in the G taken as a 10. So if you take in the G equals 10, what will happen now? Let us take the G equals to 10 meters per second square. So we'll get the answer V2 square equal to, take substitute the G equals 10. What will happen? 0.4 into 10 means 4.16. Then V2 square equals to, if you take as 9.8, G equal 9.8 if you take n, what will happen now? That is equals to, so 4 into 9.8, 0.4 G. This is G into 9 meters per second square. Now I am writing this way here. So 0.4 G means how much you got it? 9 8 70 for 32 3 9 sorry 4 8 32 3, 4, 9, 36 plus 3, 39. How many decimals are 2 decimals? 3.92. So now I take the 3.92 plus 4, 0.16, 6, 8, I think 4.08. Am I clear? So V2 square is equal to 4.08. Now the V2 is equals to root over 4.08. So approximately what will you get an answer? If we take a G is equal to 10, we will get 4.16. If we take a G equal to 9.8, you got a 4.08 under root. So approximately what do you get an answer? Approximately that is a 2.01 or something. 2.01 meters per second or something here. Now this is substituted in equation 2. So we'll get an answer here. So just look at here. We want D2. D2 square is equals to D1 square into V1 by V2. So V1 is nothing but here 0.4. 0.4. This is 2.01 or 2.01 you take here. That is that's D1 square is nothing but 8 into 10 power minus 3. I will go to the next page here. Just look. Please stop. So just look at here. We got the continue the previous concept. D2 square is equal to D1 square and V1 by V2. So D1 square is nothing but D1 is equals to, you give 8 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Please look at here. 8 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Once I am go to that. 8 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Eight into 10 power minus 3 meter. 8 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Look at here. Then 8 into 10 power minus 3 whole square into V1 by V2. So 0.4 by 2.01. So can you say that what is the answer approximately? This is a 64 into 10 power minus 9 into 0.4 by 2.01 is approximately, you should take about that how much you can get 0.02. 0.02, how much you got approximately? Approximately 0.2. Approximately 0.2. So now the D2 is equals to 84 root over, take the square root here, then 8 into 10 power minus 3 into root over 0.2. Root over 0. What is the value of root over 0.2? 0.44. So now 8 into 10 power minus 3 into 0.44 or 45. You can take a 4.447, you will get it. You can take the 45. 45, you multiply it by 8 here. We'll get an answer approximately 3.58 into 10 power minus 3 meter. So this is your answer. You can go to the diameter. Now come to the, so approximate 3.6 into 10 power minus 3. This is our answer. Do you understand that? So look at this question. A square hole of side length L is made at a depth of h, and a circular hole of radius r is made at depth 4h from the surface of water tank kept on horizontal surface. L is very much less than h. R is very much less than h. That means those are R fish. It's not a bigger holes. These are L is very much less than and R is very much less than. Means they are just very small holes. And rate of water flow from the holes is same. This is the important point. Rate of water flow in the holes is same. Then R is equals to. So what is the important concept here? Rate of water flow. So rate of water flow is same. So rate of water flow is same means AV is equals to constant.
Sir.
So A1 V1 equals to A2 V2. You already learned the rate of the volume rate dV by dt is equals to AV. So that means area at the square hole, sorry, velocity at the square hole and the area at the square hole should be equals to velocity of the circular hole into area of the circular hole. Do you understand the point now? Akash.
sir.
So now
Yes, sir.
velocity of the square
Yes,
hole
sir.
means v1. V1 is nothing but this is fall in the h height, that is rho g 2 into root over 2gh. Then v2 is at the height of 4h. Then velocity is equal to root over 2g into 4h according to equation, according to speed of a flux, Torsell's theorem. Do you understand the point now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So square is v1. That's I took here. A1 v1 is equals to a2 v2. So now you are very clear. Area of this square is side is L here. Given that area is L square, and area of the circle is got radius r. That is nothing but pi r square. So then I am substituted the conditions here. So the a1 is a square now. L square into root over 2gh equals to a2 means area here pi r square. V2 is root over 2g into 4h, because this is h depth from the free surface. Now 4h bring to this side, that should be equals to L square into root over 2gh equals to pi r square into 4 root 4, remove that's 2 into root over 2gh. So one root 2gh cancel. Now we want r. So now from this r square equals to 2 pi, bring to this say L square by 2 pi. Now r is equal to squaring on both sides, square root on both sides, L by root 2 pi. This is your answer. Then what is your answer is? Option A is the right answer. Do you understand the point now? Water is flowing through a horizontal tube. Water is flowing through a horizontal tube having a cross-section area of its ends being A and A dash, such that the ratio is 5. This is a horizontal tube. The ratios are area of cross sections are different, because that's A1 A by A dash is 5, sir. So A by A dash 5 is in the sense A is more than A dash. So I write this graph. I write the curve is like here. This is one cross section. This is another cross section. Do you understand the point now? So water is flowing here. So water is flowing. This is the cross section here. So this is A. This is A dash. So given is A by A dash equals to 5. The pressure difference of the water between the two ends is 3 into 10 power 5 meters Newton per meter square. Can you say which one is more pressure, which one is less pressure? Think in the same manner. Think. Can you say which one is less pressure, which one is more pressure? At A more pressure, A dash is more pressure, A is less pressure. Why? Because
Yes, sir.
according to Bernoulli's
Velocity.
equation, P plus rho GH plus half rho V square, assume both are at the same level. Both are at the same level. H is constant. Now the P plus half rho V square equal to constant here. So, and again equation of continuity, by using the equation of continuity, A is inversely proportional to V. See, the A is more, here the A is more, this is V at A, this is V at A dash. So area is more means speed is less. So V at A is less than the V at A dash. So because area is less means for speed is more kinetic energy. So once subject this Bernoulli's equation, what will happen now? Pressure at A dash is less than the pressure at A. Okay, so you understood the point now?
Yes, sir.
Earlier you said wrong. So pressure at A dash is less. Why? Because speed is more kinetic energy. So now the question is the velocity of the water which enters in the tube. He was asking this question. So I'm equation now. This equation I took here. So pressure at A plus half rho VA square is equals to pressure at B plus half rho VB square. Am I clear? Do you understand the point now? So now he gave that we want a relation VA. So we want to replace VA dash. So how you get that is according to equation of continuity, A by A dash equals to velocity at A dash by velocity at A. We want VA, so we replace VA dash. So VA dash equals to A by A dash into VA. He gave VA by A dash equal to 5. That should be equals to 5 VA. Now come to the relation. So PA dash bring to this side because PA is more than PA dash is more PA dash is less than PA. So now PA dash bring to this side. PA minus PA dash equals to 1 by 2 into rho into VA dash. VA dash is 5 VA. No, that is 25 VA square minus VA square. Am I clear that?
Yes, sir.
So now we move to that PA minus PA dash is pressure difference he gave. Pressure difference is 3 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Now this is pressure difference is 3 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square 1 by 2. Actually this is water flow. So very clear density of water is equals to 1 gram per cubic centimeter in SI CGS unit. In SI units 10 power 3 kg per meter cube. Then substitute 10 power 3 kg per meter cube. 25 minus 1 is 24 VA square. Do you understand the point now?
Yes, sir.
So now VA square can be written as, just to get that I'm writing directly here, VA square can be written as 2 1 ja, 2 1 ja, 2 12 ja, 3 1 ja, 3 4 ja. So VA square can be written as 10 power 8 by 4. Do you understand that? So 10 power, not 10 power 8, sorry.
8 cos 10 power
10
5.
power 2. 10 square by 4. So therefore, VA is equals to square root on both the sides 10 by root 2. Because 10 square
10 by
root
2,
is
sir.
10 by 2. 10 by 2. So what is your answer is 5 meters per 5 meters per second. That is your answer. So what is the correct answer? Option A is right answer. Once after this is by using again equation of continuity and Bernoulli's principle. Here the question is, two orifices are there, A and B, H1 and H2. Now this is a capital H. Once after this is this. What the meaning of this is that the both are at same point means. What is the meaning of that?
పైన హైట్ కింద హైట్ ఈక్వల్ అండి.
So that means the ranges are
H1
same.
equal to H2.
What is the meaning of that? Ranges are same. So when the
H1 equal to H2.
ranges are same, what is the meaning of this? Ranges are same. What is the meaning of that? H1 actually we discussed in the last class. We discussed in the last class H1 equal to H2. Do you remember that? Otherwise, you can solve this condition again. This H2, this is H1. Now I'm drawing the figure here. So I'm drawing the figure here.
సో క్వశ్చన్ లో ఏం అడిగారు సార్?
Then the H1 and H2 relation, that is a condition, H1 H2 relation. So this is the relation between H1 and H2. Relation between H1 and H2. This is it's a full here. It is full here. So when it is full, that is up to here the water is present. Now there is two orifices are here. Now there is a two orifices are here. This is one orifice here. Now the one orifice is here. Now the one orifice at H depth H1 here. Now this orifice is H2 here. Now this is total height is H. So you are very clear according to Bernoulli's equation, according to equation of speed of a flux, this V is equals to root over 2gh1. This V is equals to root over 2gh2. So in the last class, sorry, not 2gh2. So this is from this.
H minus H2.
This is H minus H2. Now this is root over 2g into H minus H2 according to equation of continuity. I told you in the last class. Again, I'm telling here. This is like a horizontal projector from the path tower. So by projecting with velocity u, this is the H height now from here. It reaches the ground at this point. Now this is called as a range here. Now the time taken to reaches the bottom is root over 2h by g. Only the horizontal velocity is there initially. There is no vertical velocity initially. Now the range equals to u into root over 2h by z. So now come to the point here. This is the bottom at this. This is the bottom. The question is the ranges are equal. Both ranges are equal here. So the range R1 is equals to Again the constant v into v1 into t is nothing but with what height they are removing. This is the height here. From this height it is falling. This is h minus h1. So that's 2 into h minus h1 by z. So v1 is equal to root of 2j h1. Now that is becomes 2 into root h1 into h minus h1. Exactly you can go to the r2. R2 is equals to v2 into the height is from this height it is falling, root over 2h2 by z. Now this is equal, v2 is equal to root of 2, then that is 2 into root over h2 into h minus h2. Now as per the figure, once up to the ranges are same. These are the point, they both are this is this range and this ranges are same. I am doing here, that's r1 equals to r2. So r1 equals to r2. Now I bring to this here. So r1 equal to r2 to cancel. Now h1 into h minus h1 is equals to h2 into h minus h2. So once you solve this is, you will get an answer. So h1 equal to h minus, they both are equal now. So once observe this is h1 into h minus h1. When these both are equal, then should be equal only h1 equals to h2, because just observe the relation h1 equals to h2. When the h1 equal to h2 only, then the result both are equal. So final answer is h1 equals to h2. So what is the ratio is, actually this is the thing is, this is not correct answer, this is not correct answer. Maybe you can write 1:1, maybe you can write 2:2, because 2:2 also 1:1. Do you understand the point
Yes,
now?
sir.
So these both answers will be correct here. Do you understood that? An area of density, this is air density, is moving across the horizontal wings of a horizontal wings. This is the meaning of horizontal wings, means an upper side and lower side should be the same height. Such that way its speed above and below are 150 and 100 respectively. The pressure difference between the upper and lower sides of the vessel. This is aerodynamic lift. I think last class I explained this is a aerodynamic lift. So this is aerodynamic lift. Let's look at here. This is the aeroplane wings. This is the horizontal wings are like here. We are assuming that this aeroplane wings are like here. Now the speed of the wind is this is above the surface here. This is the below the surface the speed of the wind. Above the surface speed of the wind is 150 meters per second. Below the wind is 100 meters per second. Assume that that is the same horizontal upper side and lower side. Same horizontal means H is same for the both. So by using the Bernoulli's equation, by using Bernoulli's equation, we can write here. So P1 plus of rho v1 square equals to P2 plus of rho v2 square, because H is same here. So P1 in the sense this is the lower surface is 1, upper surface is 2 here. Once observe this is, then V2 is greater than V1 according to Bernoulli's equation. So then P2 is less than P1. So in the bottom surface pressure is more than the upper surface. So I using this equation, P1 plus of rho V1 square equals to P2 plus of rho V2 square. We want the pressure difference P1 minus P2 is equals to of rho is common here, V2 square minus V1 square. So for our simplification, I'm doing this way. So rho by 2 into V square minus B square, V2 minus V1 into V2 plus V1 is pressure difference only. Sometimes you'll ask the question with how much weight of the aeroplane. Now I discussed in the last class this pressure difference into area of the wings. Now this the weight should be taken as weight of the aeroplane should be taken as this pressure difference into area of the wings. Then the
Sir,
aeroplane
voice break होगा.
weight of the weight of the aeroplane is equals to this pressure difference into area, then it will be lifted out. So rho by 2 into V2 minus V1, this is 100. Rho is nothing but 1.2 kg per meter cube. So this is 1.2 by 2 into V2 minus V1 is nothing but 50. So V2 plus V1 is nothing but 250 because 150 plus V100. This is a 250. So now that what is your answer is here 0.2 into 0.6 into 0.6 into 50 into 250. So what is the 0.6 into 50 means? This is 300. That is 30. 30 into 250. That should be equal to 7,500 Newton per meter square. So which one is the right answer? Option C is the right answer. Look at here. Water is flowing at a speed of 1.5 meters per second through a horizontal tube of cross section area 10 power minus 2 meters square. And you are trying to stop the flow by your pond, assuming that water stops immediately after hitting the pond. This is important. Assuming that water stops immediately after hitting the pond, the minimum force that you must be exert should be. Actually, we discussed in the last class. With how much speed, how much force water coming out, with that only
అక్కడ velocity becomes 0 అని తీసుకోవాలి సార్.
final velocity becomes 0. That is not initial velocity. Final velocity becomes 0.
సో
Now let
horizontal pipe.
horizontal tube of cross section area 10 power minus 2 meters per second, and you are trying. This is also similar manner. No need to take. Why? Because I connected this way to the horizontal pipe. Actually, is no need of this one is, but I just okay. Look at here. That's no need of this one. Let us take an horizontal pipe is enough here. Then no need of this one. So now let us take in this is a horizontal pipe. This is the horizontal pipe. So with your hand you are putting here. With your hand you are putting like here. With your hand you are putting like here. Something like here. With your hand you are putting like here. You want to stop this. We want to stop this with your hand. So this watt speed it's coming here. With watt speed it's coming here. 1.5 meters per second. 1.5 meters per second. Now this area will be 10 power minus 2 meters square. So if the water stops here, this is the final velocity becomes 0.
0.
Final velocity becomes 0. Then the force you ask, this is the variable mass concept. Now the force equals to dp by dt. So that d by dt of mv. Now this is v into dm by dt. So we discussed in the last class, dm by dt is equals to rho av. So dm by dt is equals to rho av. So here the final velocity equal to 0, it stops here. So you can take only one rho av. Otherwise, if it is bounced back, then let us take the 2 rho av. So then F is equals to V into rho av. Then the force equals to rho av square. Then the substituted here, rho is this is water 10 power 3. A is area is equals to 10 power minus 2. Speed is 1.5 volt square. So that is a 10. 1.5 volt square is equals to 2.25. Then answer is multiplied with 2, that is a 22.5 Newton. So that is your answer. Which one is the right answer? Option B is the right answer. A cylindrical vessel of cross section A contains a water to a height h. There is a hole in the bottom of radius A. The time in which it will be emptied. I think I discussed in the last class this concept is. Now this is a cylindrical vessel. Look at here, cylindrical vessel. Now this is a cylindrical vessel here. Now this is a cylindrical vessel. At the hole is at the bottom. This area is A. This area is small a. Now this standing height of the liquid column is h. What the question is, time taken to empty the tank. So we discussed in the last class. So once concentrate here, from a cylinder or from a certain height, the liquid is falling through the orifice of the height h. Now the speed is equal to root over 2gh. I clearly mentioned in the last class, this is at an instant.
దీనికి
Why?
డైరెక్ట్ ఫామ్ లో ఇచ్చారు సార్ మొన్న.
Okay, I'm telling again. This is at an instant. So at an instant in the sense, as a fluid falls, the free surface falling downwards, when the fluid is coming out this side. So by using the equation of continuity, with what volume? This is a dv by dt at this free surface. It should be equals to dv by dt at this orifice. Now what you have to write here? Then dv by dt at the open should be equals to dv by dt at orifice. So this is the concept of steady flow by using the equation of continuity. So dv by dt at open is, let us assume that this is a v naught here. So then this is a av naught equals to av. And no more important point, this is the instantaneous result. So I go to this another important concept here. This is another approach. This is the same. I continue the continuation here. Let us take in that this is orifice from the free surface at a y distance. Now this v is equal to root over 2gy. So with what speed it is coming down is gives us dy by dt. How the free surface falling down. So this is I using this equation 1 by taking this. So a into dy by dt. I put a minus here. Why? Because as time process, the y is decreases, should be equals to a into v is equal to root over 2gy. So now minus, look at here, the capital A by small a into 1 by root 2z into 1 by root y into dy should be equals to minus a into dt. A is the area of cross section of orifice. Let us take an integrations here. At t equals to 0, at t is equals to 0, let us take in this is that t is equal to 0, the height will be h. At a time t, the height becomes 0. Do you understand the point now? At time becomes at a time t is equal to 0, this becomes h, because from the free surface that t equal to h, when completely drops, that becomes 0, height becomes 0. By integrate that, we will get the relation. So then time t is equals to, here empty the tank, a by a into root over 2h by g. So 1 by root x integration, just look at 1 by root x integration is 2 root x. So we can solve this. 2 root x, we can solve this. Because 1 by root x integration is 2 root y. 1 by root y integration is 2 root y. Substitute upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit and lower limit, then we substituted. This is the answer. A is open top. This is A. This bottom of radius orifice is A here. Radius is A. Sorry for that. Actually, here I took that area is A. So now the radius is here. So I am changing this is radius is R. If you are taking this is A by pi R square into root over 2h by z. Root to bring outside. That should be equal to root 2 into A by pi R square into root over h by z. This is your answer. Then which one is the right answer? Option B is the right answer. I hope you are understanding this. A tank with a small hole at the bottom has been filled with a water and kerosene. The height of the water is 3 meters and the curiosity is 2 meter. When the hole is opened, the velocity of fluid velocity nearly. This is the same concept of speed of a flux, but till now we discussed the speed of a flux and the single liquid is there, but it's a combination of two liquids. Combination of two liquids here, but even though this exactly we can apply the Bernoulli's principle. This is the tank is here. Now this is the two liquids, one is a 3 meter, another one is 2 meter. Bottom has been small hole with the water and corrosion. The height of the water is 3 meter and the corrosion is 2 meter. Your wish you have taken. This is the 3 meter. I took a corrosion is 3 meter. Now the water is, let us take the 2 meter here. So suppose for example, this is the water is 3 meter here, and let us take in that corrosion is 2 meter here. So now this is a 2 meter. Now this is a 3 meter. Now at the bottom there is a orifice is there. At the bottom there is a orifice is there. Now the question is, what is the speed at this point? Exactly the same concept by using the Bernoulli's equations. And now let us take, and this is the position 1 and this is the position 2. Now I am writing the conditions here. Pressure at 1 is open to the atmosphere P0. Pressure at 2 also open to the atmosphere P0. Now the height. This is the important. This is the important. If it is a single liquid, then take directly. But there is a two liquids. There is a two liquids. Now by using the Bernoulli's equation, you should think about the important point here. So by Bernoulli's equation, P1 plus rho 1 GH1. This is the pressure now. P rho 2 GH2. Rho 2 GH2 plus half rho V1 square is equals to P2 plus, this is a reference I took here, the H is 0, there is 0 potential energy, plus half rho, what is this is? This is a second liquid, this is the first liquid I took here. This is a rho, because second liquid is coming out, so this is rho V2 square. So here very, very important point, for which liquid, this is a which liquid, this is a rho V1, because the which liquid is coming out downward. That is the important point. About that liquid density only we have to take in. This is a rho 2 because the second liquid is coming out at this instant. So look at this point here. So the pressure P1 is atmospheric pressure P0. Rho 1 GH1 means, let us take in the corrosion is here. So G is 10. Specific gravity of corrosion is 0.8. The density of water is 0.10 power 3. So the density of, then the density of corrosion equals to density of water into specific gravity, because specific gravity is equal to density of material by density of water. So that should be equals to 0.8 into 10 power 3. That is equal to 800 kg per meter cube. Density of corrosion. So now this is the density of corrosion is 800 into G is 10. H1 is 2 meter. Corrosion is standing here. Plus rho T is water, that should be 10 power 3. G is 10. Water stands at 3 here. Here important point. Here an important point here. Here the area will be taken as capital A, this small a. Capital A is very much greater than small a. Here the speed is V1. V1 is very much less than V2. So then V1 is neglected. This is should be neglected. This is taken as a neglected. So that should be P2 is equals to atmosphere is P0 of rho. We take this water is here because corrosion is float on the water. So bottom I took a water. Again we have a doubt, sir. Why can't you take the corrosion at the bottom? But generally corrosion is float on the water because corrosion is less denser than the water. So I took water is at bottom, corrosion is at the top. Did you get my point now?
Yes, sir.
The 10 power 3 into V2 square. So what the result is? P0 and P0 is cancelled. This is 20 plus this is 218. 2 is 16,000. This is 16,000 plus this is what is that is 30,000. Am I correct? This is a 30,000. It should be equals to 1 by 2 into 10 power 3 into V2 square. This is 30. This is 46. 46 into 10 power 3 is equals to 1 by 2 into 10 power 3 V2 square. So to 1 ja, sorry. 2 bring to this side. 246 is 92. 92 10 power 3 cancel. 92 is equal to V2 square. Then V2 is equal to square root over 92. Then what is your answer is? 92 is more than 81. Look
2
at
root
here.
23, sir.
9 into 9 is 81. 10 into 10 is 100. So this is V2 square is 92. There should be lies between 9 and 10. You can go to an options. Which one is the right answer approximately? 9.6 meters per second is a right answer. Do you understood that?
So 2 root 23.